placing it in, placing another Musketeer. Let's see, double Musketeer. We got the tower. It was in range. The heroic Musketeer will be released soon in Clash Royale, and she will be absolutely broken. She's spawning a turret, causing some high splash damage, and afterwards the turret is completely cracking it down with a super high attack rate. So in today's video, I will tell you everything you need to know about the Musketeer, and we're gonna test her in an absolutely broken deck. Besides that, there are some work in progress balance changes, such as a huge nerf to the evil roll Ghost. If you're curious about all those things, definitely stay tuned and watch this video until the end. And with that said, thank you everybody for being here again, really appreciate it. Back in Clash Royale, where we already can see the Musketeer here, and she is becoming a hero, and look how she is looking like. That's absolutely crazy, especially with that turret she can deploy. The ability is called Trusty Turret and does cost 3 elixirs, so it's much more expensive than the one from the Knight, which is good in general. Considering that you have to play her, that makes it to a 7 elixir play just to play that card in a defensive way, and then causing some further damage. Here we already can see how it is working. Placing it is distracting for sure the Hog Rider, so it attacks the turret. But this is like not the common use case. This one is much better. We already can see there, well, quite some crazy splash damage and then a pretty high attack rate, which can cause some really crazy tower damage. But you have to consider the combination does cost 7 elixir. It comes along with those stats here. Spawns a short range auto turret in front of Musketeer. The cooldown is 22 seconds, while the spawn damage is 327. The turret hit points are 2454. For sure it loses over the time some HP, with a maximum lifetime of 10 seconds. It's still pretty long out there. The range is 5.5 and the hit speed is super low, resulting in a lot of damage output with 0.4 seconds. And it can target ground and air troops. And the hit points of the Musketeer and the rest should remain the same. Hero Musketeer has a new best friend, the boom building. This scrappy guy shoots fast and hard, making her boomstick super jealous. Well, Scrappy is not the name of the turret of Jesse? Well, I might be wrong, that would be a funny coincidence. But in general, that troop here is looking absolutely cool, and for sure we want to test her out. Before doing that, a friendly reminder, if you have enjoyed the video so far, definitely don't forget to leave a like and subscribe completely for free to my channel to not miss any Clash Royale content in the future. If you want to support me more, don't forget to use code STORMY in Clash Royale. But first, let's test it versus a balloon. Balloon is coming in, we place the Musketeer. Musketeer for sure will attack the balloon, spawning in the turret. It gets distracted and together the damage is super high, but for sure the Musketeer takes the bomb damage, which is not too crazy, and you already can see the timer halfway through. So if we would play a little bit more in the back and a little bit better, maybe we can put it out even a second time if we place a tank in front of the Musketeer. As next, versus the boss Bandit. Well, it should help for sure, because he should charge over. Let's time it perfect. And you can see there that crazy defensive capability. The boss Bandit stands there no chance. We could have recalled her. For sure she can bounce over again. But for defending it, well, it's still 7 elixir that we have to consider. Let's try it versus the evil Royal Hogs. Evil Royal Hogs can fly in. We place it. We are maybe too late here, but we don't have too crazy time. But nevertheless, the distraction is pretty good. And now the attack rate makes it a pretty good counter, but you are guaranteed taking some damage there. Let's try again versus the Royal Hog Evolution and place it straight. Boom. It drops down. They are dropping to the cannon. Oh my god, that's actually not bad, but as you could see, the turret is for sure getting cracked down super fast, but the Musketeer didn't take any damage in the tower, only a little bit. Let's play her like in the video versus a defending skeleton army. So the skeleton army will be placed there for sure, and see how close we can use it. It's pretty soon happening after. Oh my god, okay. Well, defending versus some larger groups and playing her straight, cause that splash damage. It's like a faster royal delivery. That's actually crazy and can result in some good plays. What is happening versus the Electro Giant? Would be a trade-off of 7 elixir, so let's see how fast she can kill him. There we go, Gannok placed in. The damage is actually crazy. Even though the giant ability gets in and she's taking no damage there beside that last hit, and a good tower protection. So in some circumstances, it's absolutely broken. So now let's use the 2.6 Evo Cannon cycle deck here with the Hero Musketeer, which should work really, really good. Alright, let's see how we can do here with that deck, and please don't be too harsh. I've never played that deck before, but we will still try our best. Placing a cannon in, enemies not playing something. Okay, there is a Ice Wizard. Let's bring in a Deep Golem, see if we can defend it well. There's a Baby Dragon. Let's see. Oh, it's not too easy. Completely different deck that I'm used to play. Got that Baby Dragon in range now, and let's bring in a Hog Rider. Well, not placing it properly there, my bad. I just wanted to bring in some further. Did it hit? It's a hit. Okay, that's all we needed there. Skeleton's dying, and now we can bring in our very first Musketeer, maybe combining it with the cannon. Poison. Oh, out of range there, but for sure Musketeer is taking that damage. We can bring another Ice Golem. Musketeer is not completely dying there. Oh, but now from the barrel, we don't have our Hog Rider ready yet. That's fine. That boy even doing there some damage at the tower. It's okay. We have a little bit the lead. For sure we have the higher tower. Making it a little bit easier. Trying to bring it back. Okay. Now we have to be careful. Fireball value is there for sure. Okay. Trying to protect her a little bit. Ah, she's still alive. Enemy will have again the barrel there, but this time maybe we can bring in something as well. Giving further value, that's for sure not too good. The Musketeer would have been alive, but we can bring in our Hog Rider there. That was not needed. Oh, enemy activating the King Tower. That makes it for sure harder, but nevertheless, let's try to defend it properly here. Kinda hard for me to play this deck, not gonna lie, but we are trying our best, and now hopefully we can use the ability once. Every time the same with that poison. And she's dead one further time, and that was not a good Evo Cannon there. Yep. Oh, that's an even better Evo from him. Now we have to be very, very careful. Maybe we can use it as a better defensive thing. Because the cannon's not gonna get pulled over for sure. Skeleton's on the other side. Now the poison comes in again. And she will die there. Gonna play the Hog Rider. This time we can bring in the lock spell on the correct place there. And we can cause there some further damage. That's okay. That's another hit. Let's go. Now we would have the skeleton army. Have to play in the cannon there. And now this time we are trying to protect. It didn't work off. I tried to protect actually the Musketeer a little bit better. And bring in another Hog Rider. It's not looking too good. I'm not playing it too good here. I have to admit that, but I'm trying my best. Enemy can get there some further value for sure. Can we bring it in this time? Oh, of course. The enemy is smart there. I was trying to predict there the... Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm placing it in. Placing another Musketeer. Let's see, double Musketeer. We got the tower. It was in range. Oh my god, what a lucky play there at the end. So I think I did play it a little bit too offensive there. Should have played a little bit more defensive. And then whenever the Musketeer is with them in the attack, just placing in the turret is the maybe better way. And for sure, there are some work in progress balance changes I want to showcase to you right now. The first one is the Barbarian barrel. It will get a huge nerf and the impact damage will be reduced by 4%. Beside that, the deploy time will be increased by 100% time. Well, the Evo Royal Ghost is getting another nerf. This thing is still too broken and this time the nerf is pretty high. Decrease of the soldier damage by 22% And the initial impact damage also getting reduced by 22%. The Electro Spirit is getting a slight nerf. The old chain time was 0.2 seconds, while the new one is 0.25 seconds. The Baby Dragon evolution is getting also another nerf. The boost up speed was 50%, and after that nerf it will be 40%. Still sounds versatile to be used. The Magic Archer is getting a buff. Damage increase of around 8%. The Nerf is getting also a buff. Damage increase for the single target damage output. The Freeze is getting quite a huge buff in its damage, increased by 29%. The hit speed of the Goblin Demolisher is getting decreased by 8%, and with that's a buff since that dude can now attack a little bit quicker. And there will be a slight bug fix for the 3 Musketeers. You know that they were often attacking the same little skeletons? They're gonna get a little fix. The load time is getting separated by 50 milliseconds each, should help that they are attacking different units and not the same unit. But that's not everything. The Royal King in Merge Tactics is getting a buff. Instead of the 4 elixir in the future, he will provide you with 4 to 8 elixir. And that seems to be really good, considering that he already has 2 further HP. The Wizard is also getting in Merge an adjustment. Changes to the hit speed and the attack damage to make him more feeling comfortable with the new trait. He will get the Clan trait. And since the Princess will have the Blaster trait, she is getting a slight nerf, because otherwise the damage would be boosted in a crazy way. Lower damage but higher attack rate. So what are your thoughts on the balance changes and this card? I think the 3 elixir are a little bit too high priced. Making a little bit less damage output maybe, and making a little bit cheaper would be a good way to balance it and use it more often. While in general that turret seems to be completely broken, but it costs 3 elixir. And yesterday night 1 elixir, crazy. Anyway, comment down below your opinions also on the balance changes. Thank you guys for watching and happy clashing.